Hello. So this is supposed to be... I was supposed to be explaining what I was doing, but I forgot to turn on the microphone. So, well, I guess I will still put on the first part without audio. So, whatever. It's fine, I guess. Let me add one more hair in here covering this. You're not adding shit. Okay. Hmm. It's not adding anything. Maybe I need another hair. Try adding it here. Yes, this works. There it is. That is gonna cover the part where the ear used to be. Alright. Close without saving. I guess that can stay there. Let's go now to his eyes. What color are his eyes? This color. Teal. No, I don't know what the color is, but let's try it anyways. Let's color his eyes. And let's make his eyebrows actually black. I do this to some of these. Most of them have them brown, but some of them should have black eyebrows, I think. Alright. Now, how tall is this guy? Because I don't quite remember. I had it in my Discord. It's not here. Is it 3D Seasons? Yes, here it is. His height should be LSR's height, 175. Alright. First, we need to take off the shoes. Now, let's see, 175 was. I always like having femme height. Why? I don't know. But I did it once, and to keep the consistency, I do it with everyone. 175. That is fine. Now, what else to do with this guy? Not much. I think it's time that we go into his clothing. Boots. He has Dalilah's boots. So let's grab Dalilah's boots. Did I ever make her boots? Jade, Jeremy's. Then it gotta be a default one. Because I'm pretty sure I made Delilah. Oh, there it is. I think Delilah is using something similar to this. Let me check. Well, something I need to edit out, I guess. Mm. Back to model selection. Where is Delilah? Let me check on those boots. Because I definitely made boots for her. So yeah, it was just these other boots, these default boots. I just cut them. Let's get Butch and add those boots to him. There we go. Now, what is he missing? I guess I can give him the white stripes, but nah, he's fine like this. Let's give him his shorts. I like giving no inner bottom. Now let's try giving him shorts. Are these shorts good? No, they suck. These are good pants. Let's try giving him those. Yes, maybe from these pants we can create some shorts. So let's do that. Edit texture. No, this is wrong. I cannot start from here. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using any type of pants. Let's just create. And we're going to create bodysuit. This is for clothes that are always really tight. So, how are his shorts looking? His shorts over here maybe? This is too low, probably. Maybe here. And all the way through here. I guess kinda like shepherds. Let me check on shepherd. Oh, I never created his shorts. Dang it. That is probably how it should look like. So now from this guide, let's send this into Krita. VRoid. Watch, where is watch? And this is going to be a layer. Bottoms. And let's export guide. Guide. Ah, I need to do something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, right, we're making botch. Let's find him. And we're gonna open this in Krita. Krita is gonna take a little bit to open. You're gonna need Krita, VRoid, and Blender to do this. There we go. We have Krita in here. And let's open, what is his name? Botch. Let's open his bottoms. We're gonna save as KRC. So, we're here. We're gonna add a vector layer. Size 2, please. Oh, apparently I have bad aim. Like this, please. Maybe a little higher, honestly. Yeah, like this. And we're gonna draw something in here. Not really anything. Just delining. I think that's how it's called. We're doing that. And now we want a color for this. What is the color picker? There we go. Let's get the correct color for our guy. All right. So this is gonna cover almost everything, but we need a little bit extra here. So let's get this in here. Okay, I messed this up, but that's fine. Doesn't have to be exact. Because when it's exported, nobody will freaking notice. So let's get this and let's send it into VRoid. There we go. Actually, this doesn't look so good. Let's make it look more like these things. Oh, he's missing the black stripe. Let's add that black stripe. Like this, maybe. Is this too long? It probably is. Let's make it a little shorter. Like this? Yes. Alright. Now, he also has two things that go down, so let's add those. Why not? They don't look hard. Color, please. There we go. Be thicker. And actually, let me see. Alright, so one right in the middle, one not so in the middle. Make you smaller. Oops. And let's make your heads like this. You still should be smaller. Let's move you a little bit here. Not you. You. And let's make you a little bit thinner, I guess. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's try this again now. Maybe this time his buttons will look better. I think they look way better. Still not like jeans though. Gacha made it. How did Gacha made this look so much better? It's fine. I guess this is fine. So let's delete all of this. Alright, and this is actually not necessary to touch. I will delete this shader anyways in Blender. So what I need to do is flatten legs, apparently. That's what I need. I thought this would be called increase bulk legs, but I don't see the option. Screen bulk from thigh. Okay, let's see. Increase bulk from thigh. I don't notice any difference. I guess this is better. Maximize leg bulk. Alrighty then. Let's just save this as watch bottoms. Let me delete this one. Alright, so what am I missing here? Nothing. He is ready. He is ready. I am surprised, but he is. So, I guess... No. His neck is too long. Neck length. And let's make him taller to compensate. Let's reduce neck. He's fine over here. Is he ready to be exported? Does this look too feminine? Yeah, let's delete this thing. The heel, what is called? Yes, heel, flatten heel. Yes, now heel looks more masculine. Like this shoe looks more masculine. Heel curve, what does this mean? I don't know what it means, but it was a 30. Let's leave it at 30. 30, 30. Alright, I think he's ready. I hope he's... Let's just export him. Export as VRM. Let's edit out the crosshair. Yes, why not? Just reduce a little polygons. Body outfit. This is fine, I guess. I always like to increase a little bit here. Just to reduce some polygons, you know? Let's export now. His name is Botch. I am his creator. And let's get him. Now you may be saying, where is the tail? Where is the fin? That is something we're gonna create on Blender. No longer here in Krita. In Krita, I mean in VRoid. Well, Krita also. Let's say Botch. And let's get this closed. Now let us open Blender. It appears someone is talking to me in Discord. Unfortunate timing, I cannot check on that because I am making this tutorial. This half tutorial. Like, it's not really a tutorial, I guess. Because I'm not explaining shit. Anyways. Alright, you're gonna need some extensions. So, for your extensions, you're gonna go to Preference. Then you're gonna go to Get Extensions. And here you're gonna look for VRM format. And you're gonna install it. I already have it installed, so I don't download it. What else I need? Okay, after that, this option will show up. VRM. So let's get my boy. Where is he? VRoid. Touch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to censor a lot of this to not dox myself. I honestly don't care about people know my name. Maybe I should leave it. I don't know. Maybe I should cover my name though. Okay, there it is. Let's delete all of these colliders. We don't need those. Those are for physics. Okay, so now we have our boy in Blender. We can start, what is this called? Creating his parts that he's missing, like the fin over here and the tail. But instead of that, I'm gonna go into deleting these shaders because I am not a fan of these shaders. These are the cartoony shaders. This is entirely optional, but I don't like the cartoony style much. So I will be deleting this. You can skip this part if you wanna keep the cartoon shaders. Oh, right. I need to explain this. Shift A to add. Then we're going to go shader. Shift A, shader, mix shader. Shift D to duplicate. Shift A, shader, transparent BDSF. What does all of this mean? I have no idea. One of my friends did it for me and I just imitating what he did. We grab the alpha, place it in here. And there we go. Actually, I don't like this fake light, so we're gonna get rid of it. There we go. This is the shader I like using in my animations. Like I say, optional, you can use the toon shader from VRM, but I don't like it. Let's go. And this is just a process of repeating. Oh, also, this is something I like doing. In code, .4.3. It makes it like shiny. I like that. Only on the skin. Alright, you can Control C, Control V, all of these three. For the next ones. So you only have to add them once, then you can copy and start pasting. So glad Botch is a somewhat funny COC. Oh my god. Okay, what was I doing? Code. No, we don't need code. Yeah, this is right. Next. We are deleting the shaders. The cartoon shaders of the body and the clothes. Now let's do it for the face. Why is this necessary? Because sometimes the alpha gets messed up and adding these three for some reason fixes it. I don't know why, but it does. If you know stuff about this software that I don't, I would like to hear it. Because I may not know a lot of it. What happened here? Oh, transparent is not here. There we go. Finally, the eye line. I should have deleted this one in VRoid, but I didn't realize, so let's delete it here. Texture paint. Let's erase, please. And let's save this image. Let's go. Alright, now that this optional part is done, let's continue with what we care about. We are going to create his fin. Also, I am thinking of remodeling this guy. The fin is going to be on his back instead. And also we need to create his shark tail. Anyways, let's start with fin. Oh, I should have explained what this is. Okay, let's do it this way. Shift A to add something. We're gonna add a plane. Then I'm gonna press R with the RY to rotate on the Y axis. I'm gonna grab with G, make it small with S, and place it near to where I want the shark fin to be. Now we go into edit mode. And let's start seeing how we make this shark fin here. So probably over here. Probably. Maybe this should be smaller here. Alright. And we're just be grabbing and extruding. Because that's how Blender goes. It's just about grabbing, extruding, and other stuff. Maybe my geometry is not the best. My topology, but that's fine. Alright, let's press the A button sometimes. Actually, let's delete this. So how is this going to look? Like this, right? So let's start making it look like that. Just as a base. Yeah, this is how I like it. Alright, so let's start pressing the E button a lot now. Let's create, what I'm doing here is select 3 buttons with shift, then pressing F to fill. That's what's happening. You were confused by my math skills. Just kidding, it's because I'm not explaining anything. Sorry, oh, not explaining anything. Whoops, wrong button. That is what I wanted. Control R. I pressed Control R to do that. And how do I fix this to look better now? Maybe should add one here. One here. Yeah. Crap. Never mind. Not yet. That's fine, I guess. Well, this looks like trash. I think I got an idea. Yeah, this looks now way better. Oh, that was knife. With letter K, you summon that knife. Let's delete this, dissolve. Only faces. Delete edges. There we go. And we need to add the face again. So yeah, this is how kinda his shark thing is looking. So, but it's just a line of paper. How are you? How? This is not what I want. Fix that. You're gonna generate solidify. Give it some thickness. This is not looking as I planned. Hello? Let me see here. But you're all at 0. I guess that's fine. Let's get rid of the solidify, I guess. I wanted to use solidify, but Blender doesn't want to cooperate. What can I do, you know? Oh! What's happened here? Let me control set this nonsense. Delete all of this. Maybe if I move it over here and then add solidify, it will work. It's not working. Come on, solidify. Well, oh, I'm pressing F to. I'm selecting 4 of these, press F. Then we select these 2 and press F, and it did not work. It's fine, I guess. I guess I can still select 4 of them. Just shift, shift 4, F, shift 4, F. Alright, Solidify was supposed to give me this automatically. I don't know what's going on with it. But it's alright. Is this too small? Yeah, so let's increase its size with S. Okay, now this moved. Whatever. Okay, let's shade smooth. What is wrong with you at the top? This top is giving me trouble for some reason. Well, I guess it's fine. Alright, let's grab the color we want. That is going to be this. Go to shading, create new material, and we're gonna paste this color. What's happening? Oh, wait. Shift N, recalculate normals. Let's go. Now it's fine. So to do that, you need to press Shift N. Okay. Blender math was off, I guess. Math. Let's make it closer to the back, but not touch the back. Because I think this is going to be important in physics. I am not sure yet, but maybe it is. So might as well be prepared. Alright, that is one thing done. Now let's go for the other one. That is detail. This is going to be P. And I should probably save this. This is going to be into models. New. What's his name? Botch. Save us. Now let's create his fin. No, not his fin, his tail. For the tail, we're gonna go with a cylinder. This has too many vertices. Let's go with 8. You may say it's too little, but we go low poly in this house. In this house, we play with little polygons. Yes, it's looking good, I say. Now, let's get back into pressing the E button a lot. E button. E button. E button again. E button again. E button again. Is this good enough? No, it should be like over here. So let's keep pressing the E button. You know what? Let's grab it all the way here. This is where we want it. And let's press Control R to subdivide this into little smaller fractions. There we go. So now let's create the rest of this shark tail. Let's delete this one. So we're gonna grab these 3 and we're gonna create these little fins of the tail from these 3 guys. Let's extrude. Did I extrude? This is extrude. Yes. I am doing fine then. Am I doing fine though? It should be fine. I don't know why I'm doubting myself so much. Okay. Oh, this looks weird. Now I am doubting myself. Alright, so we just extrude here. Let's make it smaller. Maybe that's what we need. Extrude again. Smaller. Yes, now it's looking good. Yeah, I like it. Now let's do another one, but for this place. Actually, this should be bigger. So let's actually delete all of this and do it with 2. Control Z. With 2 of these. Now we extrude. It was over here, right? Smaller. Grab. Not that small. This small. Grab. Maybe smaller. Grab. Extrude again. Smaller. What is the other thing? Oh, a smaller one over here. Yeah, whatever. We can alter the size later, I guess. We don't like how it looks. Even smaller, please. Yeah. Object. Now, what else? It's a little thick. So let us start thickening. Alt S to inflate. No, no. How do we make this? Yes, like this. So what I did was click this button to turn on proportional editing. I clicked the central points, and with Alt S to inflate, we can thicken his tail. And we can probably also thin out this one over here. We may need to thicken up a little bit more here at the start. Yeah. Let's also make this one smaller. Whoops, not proportional, no proportional editing. Let's grab this actually, make it straight. You know, I have freaking loop tools, so let's do that. Where is loop tools? Loop tools. And we should be relaxing this, yes. Was I supposed to be relaxing that? Or space it? Crap. That's okay. Now let's delete all of this. We're gonna grab this one, give it a modifier. That is going to be the mirror modifier. We're gonna shade smooth, and we're gonna give it the same material as the thing here. But we're actually gonna add another material, you know? This is going to be blue thing. This is going to be white thing, which is not actually gonna be white, but it's gonna be this color. Now, how do you add many things? I mean, many things, different textures. Well, we're gonna select the faces that are relevant, and we're gonna assign. There we go. And that's how you change the color. I have also noticed that this is hollow, so let's fill it. Let's grab, whoops, let's grab both of these and let's make them smaller. There we go. Let's make a face here. Whoops. We should extrude this into here. Let's go. A, Shift N, recalculate normals. Yeah, this is looking fine now. Shade smooth. Not looking so fine over here. So I'm gonna say, let's expand this a little bit. And let's add clipping. Whoops. Maybe not clipping. Whatever. Let's apply this trash, this mirror modifier. And let's close the gap. Why this never works? I have seen people in other tutorial. Oh, that is how it's done. Okay, so we select the two at the top and then press F. That's how it's done. I get it now. Alright, so it should be looking more round. Shift A. Now it should be looking more round. Yeah, I guess so. What is this? There's something in here, creating a shadow. I don't know what it is. Is it you? Well, probably shouldn't worry about it. He's looking fine. So, now we're gonna add bones to this tail. No. Okay, so that was the tail done. Now let's go work on the bones. Let's save you. Let's get rid of the useless bones because a lot of useless bones came from VRoid. Like these bones that I'm selecting, they don't control anything. Just in case, we're gonna go to pose mode and we're gonna grab, and you see, nothing is moving. This is also some useless bones. Nothing is moving when I select these bones, which means they are only occupying space. Meanwhile, that one, you see, that one actually moves some hair. Let's delete all of those so I don't get confused. And you know what? Let's actually go for the bones. Let's finish the bones since we already started them. So we're gonna add some extra bones that are gonna help us pose better. We are gonna subdivide this one. This is from I don't remember his name. There is a YouTuber that's uploaded a tutorial, and I am basing it. I don't remember his name. It starts with an A. That's right. I learned this from that guy. So I am pretty much only imitating what I did in his tutorial to add eye case, switch direction. It's very popular. And this is going to be Control P, keep offset. This guy, and this guy, Control P, keep offset. Mine is a little different, but it's pretty much the same idea. We're gonna call this one center, that is already center. And I am gonna work on the eye case now, I think. No. Let me create these fingers. This is something also from his tutorial. No. Before that, I need to change the name of the bones. Very important step. We select all bones. We're gonna copy this, edit, batch rename, find, replace all of this stuff in the bones and delete them. Edit, batch rename, set name, suffix.l. We repeat that to the stuff on the right. Edit, batch rename, find, replace, same thing but r. Edit, batch rename, set name.r. There we go. This allows for mirror movement. I like having preserve volume in here. All right, what else? Okay, now that that's done, we can create a fingers extra bones. This is something I'm copying from. I need to check his name. Out of respect, I'm checking my YouTube to check Asatoshi Second. This guy, Asatoshi Second. Okay, so let's go now. Edit, patch rename, find replace. No. Set name, prefix, edit. Okay. Oh, never mind. I forgot to click this. This is mirror editing. We're gonna turn that on, and whichever changes we make here, they will also work on the other one. But this is wrong. Control Z. All right. So patch rename, vent, patch rename, replace .001 with nothing, so it's deleted. Okay. Edit, batch rename, set name, vent, edit, batch rename, find replace. Let's go. It is not done. What, damn it? What did I do? Vent little, vent index, vent middle. Oh, it was already done. Okay, never mind. I was doing it twice for some damn reason. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is that this bone is gonna control these other two bones. To do that, we're gonna add copy rotation and select this bone only on the C, on local space, from this bone. So whenever this bone moves like this, the other will move. We're gonna select all of these bones now, all of the fingers. Not this guy. All of the fingers. And lastly this guy, and we're gonna go to constraint, copy to selected bones. Now whenever I move this one, everything will move, but that's not exactly what I want. What I want is them to be controlled with the big guy over here. Most definitely not the best tutorial to follow, but I mean, I'm sorry. If you know some Blender, then this will help you. If you don't know any Blender, then it probably won't be helping you much. But you're seeing what is need to be done, so maybe that helps. All right, now when I move this one should move. Awesome. Let's change this to local, please. Yes, this looks to be fine. All of these guys, now we're gonna create a collection. We're gonna call it hidden, because I never wanna see these guys again. They just get in the way. Sign. Let's go. Now let's create hair. If you wanna use physics for the hair, I guess this will be useful. I don't know. I tried physics once. It slowed down everything, so I never doing them. Okay, let's do the eyes now. Let's extrude over here. This is also something from Masatoshi. These two guys, you will be the new parent. And your name is going to be Ice Controller. Your name is gonna be Eye Controller L. And your name is gonna be Eye Controller R. So, oh, something else. Asatoshi uses VRM 0.0. I use VRM 1.0. So, yeah, probably his advice won't work alongside mine because we are using different versions. No, I don't need to use copy rotation. This was a mistake. Dump track. There we go. We're gonna try making it look similar to this. The default one. I don't think this is necessary in 0.0, but I chose to use 1.0, so maybe I need some extra adjustments. Now look at this trick. Shift S, cursor to selected, edit mode, Shift S, selection to cursor, while having this on. Pose mode, pose, clear transform all. There we go. Now let's have you here. Constraints, copy constraints. You will have this guy. So whenever I move this, I move both eyes. Whenever I move this, I move them individually. Let's go. That is our second help. The first help is going to be these guys here. Individual origins, please. Make fist very fast. The second help is these guys, the eyes, to move them fast. Now for the eye case. The inverse kinematics. We're gonna create all of them. Actually, no. I only know how to make arms and legs. Disconnect bones. We're gonna call this pole arm. I like it because it reminds me of a weapon from the medieval times, pole arm. Because it's the pole for the arm, and this is going to be the poles. But let's do those later. So, first of all, your parent is gonna be the root. Your parent is gonna be the root. And we're gonna create the eye case over here. This is actually different from Masatoshi's tutorial. I do it different than him. I tried his method, I did not like it. So I tried other stuff until I got something that I like. And this is the one I like it. And this is going to be arm ik dot l arm ik, whoops, arm ik dot r. We are not ready yet. I need to grab this and rotate it 1 degree. There it is. Now, what I'm going to do now is grab this, shift this. Actually, let's do it manually. We go to constraints. We're gonna add inverse kinematics. The target is this, the bone. It's not gonna be arm ik, it's gonna be the one below. That is going to be called. Actually, it is arm ik, yes. The pole target, pole arm. And now it's going crazy. Chain length, only 2. Pole angle, -90. And there we go. Not, no, there not we go. IK, your parent is supposed to be the root. Your parent is supposed to be the root. Let's go. Now it should be working normally. Yes, now it's working normally. Now, if you want this to rotate at the same time of the IK, we're gonna copy rotation of this bone. So yes, now whenever you move the IK, the rotation follows. We're gonna do the same for this other one. Select IK. Oh, there is a hotkey for this. Shift letter I at IK to active bone. Let's go. Pull target this one, pull target this one, chain length 2, pull angle minus 90, copy rotation, this one, copy rotation, this one, and let's go. I prefer match using IK for both hands and legs, especially doing wrestling where characters grab each other's bodies. I think it's very important for the arms to have IK. Now, what we're gonna do here is create the IK for the legs. Let's select the IK that is gonna be foot L001. And we're gonna make it a little bit separated. So the big bone is foot IK. And the small bone is just the regular foot. Your parent is gonna be the root. Your parent is gonna be the root. Let's make now the poles for the leg. Your parents are gonna be the root. Your parent is gonna be the root. Also, how separated were you? Door 36, door 35. Let's increase you to 40. No, actually no, to 60. Let's go. Now let's create the IKs. Shift I to active bone. Your pole is going to be this guy. Chain length only 2. Pole angle, what is it? 90. And I forgot that your parent is going to be the root. Oh, never mind, I didn't forget. Huh. I wonder why you moved. But well, it's working normal. I guess that's fine. Next one. Grab foot IK to active bone. Chain length only 2. All target, this guy. All angle 90. Let's go. Look at this. Oh no, no, no. We're missing some stuff here. The copy rotation. Copy rotation. This guy here. And you copy rotation. This guy here. There we go. Now, if we move the body, like the other parts will stay. So yeah, that is ready. Now let's add bones for the tail. So it follows. Yes. Let's add some bone. Bone is your name. And you're gonna control these two, I guess. You're gonna control those two squares, those two squares, those two squares, those two squares and that tip. Shift this, Control P with automatic weights. Let's check on you. Weight paint. That is what we like. And let's see if you have anything else. You shouldn't. Oh, there's somebody here. Let's see if that's a problem. I see you're also not ending what you're supposed to. Let's fix that. All right. We grab the bones here. Crap. Okay. I think maybe there is some issues here. No, not you, not you, not you, not you. Wrong, wrong one. Let's delete all of you. It would be easier if I just lock all of these ones and delete all unlocked groups. There's still some issues in here. Weight paint. Yeah, I don't think this weight paint is doing the best jobs. Let's try fixing this. Oh, what is this hole? I don't remember you having a hole. Alright, now this should stay whenever I move the tail. Kinda stays. We need another bone. Crap. So let's just see this shit. How do I guess we just duplicate. Base. And your parent is going to be tail base. And your parent is going to be hips. Now for you, tail base. Is that the name of the bone? I already forgot. Edit mode, not you. No, it was with a space. There we go. Weight paint, tail base. We're gonna have very red on the ones that are touching. Maybe this will be better actually. Assign. That's more like it. Now let's see how the tail is moving now. I like this better. Yes, let's go. So tail is ready. Let's create the tail. What is this called? Bone collection. What am I missing from this guy? Is he ready? He looks kind of ready. I guess let's give him some facial expressions. I like creating low brow. And this is one that will have his brows low. And I like creating low diagonal. Where he's gonna be looking a bit angry. Oh, I am forgetting something. You know what I'm forgetting? His breathing. Yep. I am also forgetting his abs. I need to sculpt his abs. And I need to make him breathe. The breathing effect. Shift D, you're gonna be part of breathing. Sign, height. Tail height. Also, let's create now what I like to call the IK thing. This is gonna be the IKs. Like you, like you, like you, and like you. You guys, you over here, this guy. Yes, these are the IKs. Sign. And whatever is left, including the IKs, you're gonna be called simply the rest. Assign. There we go. So whenever we want to be on IKs, we're gonna press this button. You know what I should also add? I should also add fingers. Hit name finger. Right. Let's select all of these fingers. Assign them. So whenever I want fingers, I click here. You are not part of fingers. Let's go. What am I missing? I said I was gonna do something. Besides sculpting his abs. Oh, the breathing. You're gonna be breathing. So you're gonna be called. Whoops. You're gonna be called breathing 2. You're gonna be called breathing 1. Your new parent is going to be upper chest. Your parent is going to be called chest. I have also noticed something here. I have noticed that I forgot to change this guy's name. You're supposed to be called Paul. L. Paul. R. Let's go. Let's go back into breathing. Breathing 2, breathing 1. Let's create now with Shift D to duplicate. And create another one over here. You're gonna be called breathing controller. And your parent is gonna be root. So now we're gonna create the vertex groups for those things that we just created. Chest, we're gonna duplicate you. You're gonna be breathing 2. And upper chest, we're gonna duplicate you. You're gonna be called breathing 1. And now we're gonna adjust you a little. But before we adjust you, let's fuse this nonsense. Let's go. Yeah. Let's merge the points here by distance. And let's hide these shorts. And let's hide these boots. I'm pressing L to do this. And now let's hide this hair and let's merge. This is so the lighting doesn't fuck up, because the lighting may fuck up. That is the blender lighting. It probably is because I deleted the cartoon shading and I am fixing problems that I created for myself. But it's something I have to do. So all of this except for the bat, because the bat gets fucked up if you select it. All of this merge by distance. There we go. That should fix the lighting. Also, I forgot about something. Hide. You know why I'm hiding that? Because I'm deleting these useless nails. This is just extra geometry that I don't know why they created. Like, I mean, who cares about toenails and nails? This is just gonna... I don't know. Why render this? Whoops. Alt-H. There we go. Oh, right. Breathing. So, where is the breathing? We're gonna select this one. And we're gonna grab breathing one, wave paint. And let's start fixing this. Like, when I breathe, what I want to happen is that I want my body to inflate. But which parts I want to inflate? The chest. So this green is the part that is going to be inflating whenever breathing one increases in size. But I don't want the neck to inflate. So we're gonna paint it blue with weight 0. Let's go. And now what are we doing? Nothing. Let's keep doing this. Oh my god, I have auto normalize on. Well, whoops. Let's control C everything that I made. Okay, now don't have this on if you're gonna be changing the wave paint or these extra bonds, or you're gonna fuck up everything. Remember, do not have this on. That was I turned it on for the tail. For this, it's just gonna get in the way. What auto normalize though is it increases whenever you're painting something, it will decrease the value on the other vertex groups. That's what it does. But we don't want that. At least for this, not for breathing. Not for the breathing effect. This isn't even necessary, to be honest. You don't need to have your wrestlers inflate and deflate when they're fighting, but I like to have it. So now his eyes are way less sharp than they are supposed to, you know? Like freaking Botch, he's supposed to look meaner. Can I do something about that? I give him some kind of eye surgery. Make him look angry. I probably can. Should I? I don't know about that. Maybe later, but that shouldn't be part of the tutorial. If you can hold this tutorial, copy rotation, copy scale of the controller. Influence.5 only on C. Copy scale of the controller only on Z power -1 only 0.25. What does this mean is that when this increases in size, breeding 1 will also increase, but breeding 2 will decrease, giving us this effect. You see? Yeah, I like this. Anyways, he's ready now. You can do what you want now, pretty sure. So yeah, just pose him around. Like, you are free to pose him now, the way you want. Oop. Let's hide these shorts so they don't get in the way. Save. All right. Let's select the apps. This is the area where the apps are going to be. Wrong. This is the area where the apps are going to be. There we go. We're gonna press Ctrl B. We're gonna press .025. .0025. Yeah, or .005. I think this is better. So now we're gonna disinflate with Alt S negative .0025. I'm sorry, negative .005. Yes. Now it's looking a bit more like apps, but that is not enough. Also, wait a second. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I decreased everything, so that's fine. Let's grab the things that are at the middle. These apps. And let's inflate them further. Too much. They're probably fine now. This looks nice, muscular. I think the apps are looking fine. So let's now move on to the pecs. What are you gonna do with the pecs? You know what I do with the pecs? I copy them from one guy that I already made. That's what I do with the pecs. So let me see how I did the pecs for my friend Boss over here. Chest. There we go. I'm gonna copy these values into my friend Boss because I already made it work once. What are you doing? Delete this. Delete this. Okay. So Let's copy my values. It's just moving the bone somewhere, you know? It's just moving it somewhere. Also, let's copy your name. Let's go. The size for this, if I remember correctly, is 1.42 and 1.2. Is this correct? Yes. And the size for this one is 0.2. Let's go. Let's copy into this one. Let's copy the values into this one by mirroring. And yeah, he looks fine now. Let me deactivate the shadow into the face, visibility, shadow. There we go. And you know what I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting make his face shiny. Let's add the shine to your face. Dot 4, dot 3. Now he has a shiny face. What am I missing? Not much, I think. Let's just leave him as he is. So that is done. I'm gonna try to make his eyes a different shape, but that doesn't include the tutorial. So see ya.